I was watching Geeks and Gamers, and I don't really care. I'm not, as far as my political opinions, I told you again, I'm not for the right or the left. I'm just against the bullshitters. If you're not a bullshitter, you're on my side. Maybe. Maybe you're on my side. It all depends on what we agree on, I guess. But it's agreeing to disagreeing, I guess. That doesn't matter. But I saw the preview for the Galactic Starcruiser, which Disney deleted. Now, I went to Disneyland in, I think it was 2019. So 1 year before the shutdowns. And I got to tell you, I mean, like, it looked all right, but I wish there was more to it. I was a little underwhelmed. And I really wanted to go to Galaxy's Edge for my birthday because my birthday is on the same day that the Galaxy's Edge premiered. Now, people said it didn't look that great. It looked all right to me, but I think it did. I don't think it had enough of the elements that made what from the original trilogy and the prequels to really define it as Star Wars. I think there were problems with that, with the presentation of it. There might have been some good things. I didn't like the $200 lightsaber, put together the lightsaber and stuff like that. Some of the trinkets, some of the baubles, some of the souvenirs looked all right. The food might be all right. Is it worth that money? And then you have the problem with the Genie Fast Pass that they require it now. You have to pay for the Fast Pass app, or like it's a paid thing you're gonna use. Now I'm seeing all these. These are pictures from the plans for the hotel. It's from what I read or watched. They say it's $6,000 for 2-night event. 2 nights. Okay, there's Skywalker. That's it? Okay, this is Galactic. It looks like George Lucas's Skywalker Ranch for some reason. This is what you're getting, right? Or you're supposed to be getting this stuff. But why didn't they show this, right? So they showed a lovely tall woman. I like tall women. And some small guy. And they were talking about, blah, 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 blah. So he sneaks off on a tour and he goes into this bar, which is barely doable for a galactic bar. And then you see a Twi'lek woman, very lovely woman. I'll simp for her a little bit. She's a good singer, but she's singing something that sounds too politically correct, and it doesn't feel Star Wars enough. And it didn't. There were just some turn-off things about the whole thing, and the problem is I don't. Hold on. It's trying to get the right image. I'm going through all these images. Let's see if I can find something decent. There's Galactic Starcruiser. Okay. I'll just, let's see if we can put in some sort of weird panoramic mode. Here's Rey Skywalker, I guess. So, $6,000 for 2 nights. I really am not feeling that in the slightest. Who would have that money? I barely had enough money to pay to go into the Disneyland park and go see everything Tomorrowland, Frontierland, Toontown, it's a small world after all, the usual bits and pieces, right? I still have my Disney hat, the Wall-E Mickey Mouse hat. So, in all honesty, I don't feel good about it. I don't feel great about it. I think we could have done a lot better. I think we have to do a lot better. Then you hear the stories of how, what is it? One of the descendants of Walt Disney, I think his grandniece, went to visit the park at Disneyland, and she did not like the way the quality was. Employees were getting underpaid. And then there was something else, I don't know if this was true, that George Lucas had the rights to the likenesses of the characters, even though he sold to Disney, and that's why Galaxy's Edge looks shitty the way it does. There's all kinds of stories that I've heard. But overall, I mean, what you're looking at, I think it. So you have to go to the latest Geeks and Gamers video to find that. You could probably look it up if somebody downloaded the video and reposted it. I imagine somebody did, but Disney took it down. They took down that video. It's like when you couple that with the rising prices John Campea and his wife not for their second honeymoon not being able to go into the parks, even though they paid for a season pass. Um, the poor souvenirs, the poor presentation, um, some of their politics being injected into things we see. It's like Joe Rogan said, I don't mind political correctness and identity politics and virtue signaling. I think those are good things as well. The Phantom Menace will tell you otherwise. I like it if it's done correctly. I liked Rogue One. It's the only Disney Star Wars movie other than Treasure Planet that I liked. But I don't like when to be told every 5 seconds that men are bad or white men are bad. Um, it's about teaching people. It's not about shaming people or always correcting them every 5 seconds or always shaming them into suicide or oblivion. That's not what it's about. But more importantly, aside from all the politics, when you pay $6,000 for 2 nights, you don't want to feel cheated. You go to any other theme park and feel that there's more to it. Any other theme park right now. You can go to Dolly World. You can go to any carnival that you can go across the states. Universal, Magic Mountain, Knott's, dare I say Knott's Berry Farm. Knott's keeps it simple if you like Western theme. A lot of places. So that's all I could say. Save your money. Get a VR headset instead.